Welcome everybody. Just hit 500 subs, so thank you to you fine people for choosing to sub to me. Of course, you don't have to. The power is yours, like Captain Planet once said, I think. But in any case, appreciate it. Thank you very much. I must be doing something right if you guys are enjoying the stuff and like it enough to hit that subscribe button, so thank you. Now to this video. The controversy between Nottingham Forest and Liverpool FC with Paul Tierney at the helm has now stemmed some discussion as to the right and wrong laws, the way they've been applied in terms of the drop ball. Because the controversy is that Callum Hudson-Odoi was the last player to touch the ball before the whistle was blown by Tierney, and as per the IFAB rules, Nottingham Forest should have had the ball as they touched it last. If he blew the whistle before Hudson-Odoi gets control, it would have been correct to give it to Kelleher and Liverpool for a goalkeeper drop ball. Now, if I go to the image real quick so you can see what I'm talking about, there it is there. So there's the cross coming in there. We'll talk about this. If you see Yates flying in there, we'll get to this in a bit more detail soon, but you can see he's jumping in there doing his best Bobby Firmino impersonation, Bruce Lee, whatever. Anyways, so ball's gone off McAllister. It's up in the air, bounces. There's 1, 2, 3 touches from Hudson-Odoi, and then the referee blows. So as per IFAB rules, the procedure is that a ball is dropped for the defending team's goalkeeper, in this case Liverpool FC, in our penalty area when the play has stopped, if the ball was in the penalty area when the referee blows the whistle, or if the last touch of the ball was in the penalty area, which it was not. So unfortunately, yes, Nottingham Forest, factually, they were wrongly done by in this particular instance here. So that is the rules. However, if Hudson-Odoi was to gain control in the penalty box, it would still be given to us because it states here in an FAQ, an attacking team player has possession of the ball in the defending team's penalty area. Play is stopped by the referee. No offense committed. How is play restarted? Referee will restart the game with the drop ball for the defending team goalkeeper. So if he still blows for the whistle from the Kanate injury and Hudson-Odoi's in the Liverpool penalty area, play will stop. Ball gets given to Liverpool. We play on. If that happened and we scored, I don't think anyone has any complaints whatsoever. But one person who did want to give their thoughts was former Premier League referee Mike Dean, who had the following to say about the, as he puts it, monumental error, even though the goal happened some 2 minutes after the fact.
Unfortunately for Paul, it is a mistake and it's a bad one as well. Obviously leads to a goal eventually. The law states that whoever has the ball last when the play does stop, the ball goes back to them. Hudson-Odoi clear had the ball and the ball should have been dropped to Nottingham Forest on the wing.
Technically wrong, because I said if it's in the penalty box, it goes to the defending team. If it's outside the penalty box and the opposition touches the ball and then the referee blows, it should go back to that team.
But I know they went and scored Liverpool. It wasn't directly straight from the drop ball. It's close on 2 minutes afterwards, so it's a big time scale in between.
So had the whistle been blown even a second earlier after the header away, I think, from McAllister, actually then the decision would have been correct?
Yeah, I mean, then obviously McAllister would have touched the ball last, Liverpool would have touched the ball last, so obviously the ball would have gone back to Liverpool then. But obviously the whistle went a second too late, maybe, unfortunately for Paul. Should have gone back to Forest, and it's just one of them things that transpires. That gets dropped to Liverpool wrongly. They go and score, and some 2 minutes later, after a throw in and a corner and a chance to clear by Forest. But it's just one of them things, unfortunately.
So
that's all right. Give them an apology. Just I'm sorry we fucked up. It is what it is. We'll do better in the future because that's what we were told. Mind you, Liverpool have been done 4 times from bad VAR decisions. The most obvious one, Luis Diaz against Tottenham Hotspur, Salah offside when he was pushed into an offside position and that was not seen. I think it was against Burnley. We also had, what's his name? Bloody hell. Odegaard playing basketball, dribbling in the Liverpool penalty box. What the fuck are we talking about here? I want to say that we are the ones that are getting benefits from referees because it's Klopp's last dance. It's the fairy tale parade that needs to happen. Mind you, this is Paul Tierney that Klopp has had issues with in the past. Unless Paul Tierney has had a sudden change of conscience, I do not believe that he's doing anything for the favour and benefit of Liverpool. I genuinely think he's probably thinking he's doing the right thing. In this case, as I've already said, incorrectly called the drop ball. It should have gone to Nottingham Forest. It didn't. It went to Liverpool. But still, some near 2 minutes from that drop ball to Nunez's last minute winner. There's some things that went in between there, okay? Now let's talk about them for a second. So this isn't it on screen, but we'll get to this in a minute here. But there is a drop ball first in the 57th minute, I believe it was, where we have a corner. It comes in. Elliott takes a shot. It hits Yates in the head, and he's rocked and drops to the ground. And there's a couple of touches from the Forest players. I think it goes off Yates to the back post, header, out header into the same penalty box, and then the referee blows before we get a touch. But either which way, Forest players got the last touches, and plus the ball was in their penalty box, ergo they still get the ball by default. Yeah, if it was outside the box and then we touched it, then he blew. As again, if the rules are applied correctly, we would get the drop ball, but we didn't. They got it correctly. In which case, when I first saw this, I'm thinking, why the fuck have they got the ball and it's not a drop ball to the team that was in possession, which was us? But I didn't know that there's, blow first and then the team who last touched the ball gets it. I had no idea about that. But that's what happened. Fair enough. Now, in the 96th minute, which is where this whole contention comes in, as you can see on screen here, which we will get to it in a second, but effectively Konate gets a head injury or maybe even a kick. I'm not sure. I say maybe not a kick, but there's dangerous play involved nonetheless, which we will show you in a moment. And we get the drop ball, which seems to be factually incorrectly given as per the IFAB rules. As I said earlier, Hudson-Odoi gets the last touch before the whistle goes and Forest are in possession. But if the touch is in the penalty box, it would go to Liverpool based on the rules. And there is the high foot here. So if I just... there's a couple of things that happens here. First, this Forest Fan TV. And again, this is nothing against Forest Fan TV. Shout out to you. I'm sure you're doing some fantastic work for Nottingham Forest fans. And my brother-in-law is somewhat a Nottingham Forest fan for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll take it with a grain of salt. That's what he says. Anyways, even though he's a Uruguayan, but he doesn't care about Darwin Nunez. So anyways, it is what it is. But it says, the clip sums up the whole game from Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Omadamidele, clip penalty, Konate faking a head injury. I mean, one could say, I think it was Yates. Yeah, Yates faked a head injury when he copped the ball. He just copped it in his arms, going to go down. Now, to be fair, it was a vicious shot from Elliott, so I don't want to be too harsh on him. But if you want to say Konate faked a head injury, we can say he faked a head injury as well, but that's beside the point. Anyways, this is what happens. So there's a few things here. They say, we got denied a penalty, and then the ball should have been a Forest ball. Well, let's have a look here. Let's watch in real time, then we'll slow it down on the replay. Let me just make it a little bit bigger for you. Here we go. Okay, let's watch. So watch here first, and then straight away here. So here we go. Cross comes in, tussle, and then high foot. Nothing happening. So let's watch again. So this is what Forest fans are complaining about the penalty. So Gomez is tussling here. So there he is there. There's a bit of push and shove, bit of grabbing. Gomez holding. Odamidele, however you pronounce his name, my bad. Grabbing him as well. Trying to let loose. And then Gomez holding on. And look, there is a clear pull, there is a clear tug, but to that I say, where was the penalty for Dan's when he got literally held like this with both hands, not even an attempt to play the ball while he's trying to escape his marker. No penalty given for that. We see this shit non-stop in the penalty box. Unless you're a Man City player, of course, and your name is Rodri, and you have a bit of a brush against your chest, and you fall to the ground like a sack of shit, that's when you get penalties, but you have to surround the referee as well and just be mad at them, and you're not even going to get a yellow card for it. So it's okay if you're a City fan, right? A player, sorry, if you're a City player. But that's what happened here. But one more time, look at where he's running from. He is almost just outside the box, inside the box, and he's running in, and he's got the highest fucking foot I've ever seen. His foot is literally head height. You can see just the white speck there, and that's Konate's head. I know it's a bit hard to see, but that's Konate's head with his foot there, right? And this man has the gall to say that they were in the ascendancy. They had a corner. There was just a coming together, apparently, and we were going to put another ball into the box. Then suddenly, while we switched off, we're allowed to get the ball to they're allowed to get the ball, sorry, to the other end and on the pitch, and it puts us under pressure. It's strange, very, very strange. Well, again, I mean, you are the person that decided to fly in there with your foot high up in the air. I mean, there's his leg. Look at that. That's fucking dangerous if there ever was one. Now, Arsenal fans were very upset at this online for some bizarre reason. They thought there was a massive injustice done. And of course, they need us to lose or drop points so they can get the step on us and then get closer to Man City. Evidently, that wasn't the case in this instance here. So Arsenal were very, very upset. But I wonder what they thought about the Odegaard basketball situation at Anfield. I suppose you need to check with them as well. In any case, Let's also mention that there was the high foot here. Could have gone to VAR. It didn't. I don't know why it didn't, because that is as high as a foot as I've ever fucking seen, and running at full tilt. It wasn't like he was just having a bit of a jog on and sticking a leg out. He's actually running full tilt in here. Here we go again. He's running at full pace. He is out of control. His foot is out of control. If he lands this, someone is getting a whole bunch of stitches and they're ending up in the hospital for a good 2 or 3 days recovering from that. That is fucking dangerous. How they did not call that, I have no idea. Now, we've been told that intent doesn't matter, and his foot is extremely high, so it should have been a free kick to Liverpool for dangerous play without even contact. That's a high foot. You don't have to have contact to actually be called a high foot. That's as dangerous as it gets. No mention of that at all from the pundits or the online reporters or anything like that, but they want to talk about this penalty that they should have had, or the drop ball that should have been given to Nottingham Forest, which already I agree, yes, the drop ball should have been a Forest ball. But the outcome. Now, of course, it has to be said, there's no guarantee in here. Now, you can say Liverpool should have had the free kick for that high foot in the penalty box. But even then, that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed that Liverpool go on to score. Doesn't mean we're going to score from one change of action, because one change of action does not lead to the same outcome after the fact. Just because we won the game 1-0, it doesn't mean if we go back to this instant here and we take the free kick instead of the drop ball, we still end up scoring a goal. It doesn't work like that. We might concede the ball in our half, and then they spring a counter-attack, and then Iwoni actually hits the back of the net. We don't fucking know. We might score 2 goals. We might get a penalty on the other end. Who the fuck knows? It's just what happened. And what I say by that is, if we got a free kick instead of the drop ball, we don't automatically score just because the game finished 1-0 to Liverpool, okay? Now, the outcome in all this. Forest wanted a pen for the shirt pull, as I said, but Dan's got nothing earlier after being held to the ground with no intention of playing the ball, so nothing doing there. Now, this is the kicker for me. There's 2 minutes before the goal. 2 whole minutes before the goal's even scored, and then they want to complain about the time being wasted. Well, they want to complain about the time being wasted, but let's have a look at this here. So this person says here, time wasting from Forest in the game was horrendous, and this season, you know full well referees are adding time for it. Last minute winners are painful for the losing team, but if your fan base shouts of being robbed, corruption, cheating are well out of order. Time wasting, foul, subs all around. So before the goal's even scored, we had the drop ball being played out. There was a throw-in that happened that eventually led to the corner from an attack, and then we ended up scoring the goal when realistically Forest should have cleared their lines. They really should have cleared their lines. But this talk of Liverpool scored from an incorrect drop ball and all the shit, I don't buy it, because we've seen goals given when throw-ins have been incorrectly given to the opposing team, free kicks given to the opposing team incorrectly, corner kicks given to the opposing team incorrectly, goal kicks given incorrectly, sort of a thing. I mean, all refereeing decisions are subjective in this case. Of course, in the 74th minute, Bradley went in for a challenge on, I forget which player it was for Forest, but they ended up falling over themselves and there was no foul in it. So how are you going to tell me that we're meant to believe that, you know, Forest were robbed when they're the ones that were diving, you know, trying to take free kicks? And that was a perfect example of it. 74th minute, go check it out. Have a look. Check it out. And then Klopp got a talking to from Tierney as well. Normally he's carded. Maybe he felt a little bit generous on the day. Who the hell knows? But Forest fans are upset. Arsenal fans are upset. But they need us to drop off in order for them to take our spot and be serious challenges, as I said. But there you have it. Time wasting. So you can't complain about the time that was taken up with everything that happened. And we're going to look at this video as well, because a lot of the Nottingham Forest fans were not happy campers at all. Absolute filthy with the end result. But this is what should have happened. Forest should have cleared and not wasted time. That goal happened because Iwoni wanted to R9 his way out of the box, or Hudson-Odoi, one or the other. I want to say R9, I mean Ronaldo. Nazario, phenomenal. And spring a counter-attack instead of hoofing the ball into the river outside the stadium, which allowed McAllister to gain possession of the ball, turn around, float one into the box after a little glance up to see Darwin with a little flick-on header, goes into the back of the net past Sales. Never mind the minutes wasted by Forest. Never mind the fouls. Never mind the time wasted on the goal kicks and the corners and all the subs from both teams. Yates was down. Sales was down. Dominguez on and off the ground. He limped off. It took like a minute and a half to get off the pitch, whatever it was. Time adds up and it's a minimum of 8 minutes, not a maximum of 8 minutes, okay? Tierney got the call factually wrong based on IFAB laws. I agree, but at the same time, that drop ball is not a direct avenue to how Liverpool scored their goal. It's not like Kelleher got the drop ball, banged it straight over the top to Darwin with a tap in or a shot on goal that led to it didn't happen like that, okay? Now, let me just show you this video here. These guys were absolutely fuming with the Liverpool bench after the game. So what's the Liverpool bench done? Yeah, Robbo took the young lad out of there. Look at him. Look at him. He's trying to have him with the staff. Fuck out of here, man. Wow. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing. State of this club. What's this here? Never seen the club embarrass themselves as much as Nottingham Forest did on the weekend from start to finish. Complete laughing stock, singing about poverty, tragedy, chanting, owner coming onto the field. That's right, he did. Assistant coaches getting sent off, Clattenburg nonsense, and then this. Amazing stuff. Yeah, look at this. Cannot wait to see the uproar next time Forest get a corner when it should have been a goal kick. I'm sure they'll give the ball back to the opposing team. That's what I said. These things are always given non-stop. So there you have it. That's all I got for this year. I wanted to give you my 2 cents with some researched, content, as it were. Again, my opinion based on information I've seen. So thank you once again. If you watch this, if you agree, disagree, that's fine. Drop your comments down below. You can tell me that you agree. You can tell me I'm an idiot, and please let me know why I'm an idiot. Don't just say I'm an idiot. At least put some effort into your insult. Okay, please, I beg of you. Anyways, that's it from me. I'm Nick from Down Under, Sydney, Australia. Peace out. Up the fucking drop ball Reds.
End the stream, Dave! End the stream! End it, blood! End it!